Hello YouTubers. So we have 2009 Suzuki Grand Vitara 2.4 4-cylinder engine, and I'll be doing coolant flush. So quick overview: we have the radiator cap over here, and we have coolant expansion tank over here. So we will drain the coolant, and also we will replace the thermostat. Thermostat is located just over here. So let's get the coolant drain first. So we need to get the vehicle a little bit lifted, or probably if you go too hard you can do it without raising the vehicle. So this is the drain valve for the radiator. That's what we will need to open. So the vehicle is 100% cold. Never work on a hot vehicle. Coolant is not under any pressure. So we will just try to open this valve and get the coolant into our oil pan. So nice and slowly it started to drain. Now we can go up and open the cap so it's not under the vacuum. So that's basically how we drain it, and it will take a few minutes to get it drained. So I will get back to you when everything is drained. So now when most of the coolant is drained, we will get to the thermostat replacement. So we will get this clamp off with the Channellock pliers, and we'll get that hose off. Then there will be 1, 2, 3 10mm bolts, and we will get those out too. Just a heads up, whenever you remove that hose there will be some coolant coming out. So first two bolts, you can see them here. One is here, I already started. This one is already removed, but the bottom one you cannot see, and the best way to reach it is a 10mm shallow socket and extension like this, so you have room to ratchet. Okay guys, so all the bolts are out. Now we can remove the housing. And get the thermostat out. It's quite tight in there. One reason why we were replacing it, because it was leaking on the housing. So you see this knob, it's supposed to go to the very top position when you install the new one. So this one doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Anyway, we will get the new one and see how that one looks like. So the new one is a little bit different, but it also has that knob on the top, so it will have to go like this. Okay, let's get that in, and then we can put back the housing, torque it to roughly 70 inch-pounds or 6 foot-pounds, and we will be able to get the coolant in. Let's get this one in first. So when you get the bolts tight, make sure that you do those 3 simultaneously, so you don't torque one side while the other one is completely loose. So you want to get them reasonably tight or hand tight. Oops. Sorry for that. You want to get them basically hand tight, so no pressure applied, and then slowly by like quarter turn do all 3 one by one, so that seal on the thermostat is, so this one is hand tight. Right now I go to this one. No pressure at the moment, and for the last one I need extension. So right now they are just hand tight, so I do like a little bit, probably 1/16 of a turn on each to get them tight, and then I will grab my torque wrench and do 70 foot-pounds on those. Sorry, 70 inch-pounds, not foot-pounds. That's around 6 foot-pounds. So that's 70 inch-pounds. That's 70. Sorry, it's tight in there. Now I need to remove my extension. And that's 70. Alright, it's all torqued. Now we can get our hose back. Don't forget the clamp. Sorry, not much room into here. Okay, so now when the thermostat is replaced, we can go under the vehicle and get our valve closed. No special tools required, don't put too much pressure, it's plastic, it can break. So now we will go ahead and fill it up with the coolant. So here's the special funnel that we will be using to fill it up. I'm using Prestone universal coolant I prefer to mix it by myself, so I use distilled water and concentrate. And since we are in Canada, where the temperature goes below 40 sometimes, I mix it 70 to 30. Obviously there will be still some old coolant left, so that will dissolve it. So at the end we'll probably have a good 60-40 percentage. You don't want to go higher than 70-30 because the coolant that gets corrosive, and you don't want to go lower 50-50 because then the coolant is not concentrated enough to withhold cold temperatures and protect the system from corrosion and keep it all lubricated. So I have put a liter of the coolant, so I'll mix another portion and we'll keep filling it up. So this is 6 liter that I'm putting in, and we can see that it's still in the funnel. So now we can start playing with the radiator hoses, the top one and the lower one, to get some air out. After that we will get the vehicle started, warmed it up to the operating temperature so the thermostat opens and all the air can come out. So this is liter number 6. Not much air coming out from the hoses, so I will get it started and let the pump do the job. So the engine operating temperature is getting close to the thermostat to open, so we'll probably see a few bubbles coming out. The rest of the coolant we will have to put back into the container, but thermostat works just fine. Like the return hose is still cold, and be careful not to touch any belts. Oh, you can see one bubble. Oh, there are a few bubbles coming out, so I can assume that thermostat starts to open. You probably help it a bit by pressing on the hose to get the air out. But other than that, that's all the procedure for flushing the coolant on 2009 Suzuki Grand Vitara. I just want to wait until the thermostat opens. The hose is still cold, so it's still closed. So the thermostat got open, and we can see that it's bubbling now. So we will run it for a few more minutes and then just remove the excessive coolant and get the cap on. Thanks for watching, guys.